This one right here is the Geekom GT1 Mega. It is Geekom's latest release powered by the new Intel Core Ultra processors. I'm here today to find out if this mini PC can handle gaming or can it run Minecraft. So let's find out. The package has successfully arrived at my doorstep, so we can now unbox this. I was kinda worried that the box didn't have bubble wrap around it, but it was fine. There were no visible dents or damages, so it's all good. Now let's properly unbox this mini PC box by Geekom. I think that sounds right. And here is the mini PC itself. So it is kind of small and compact. Because obviously this is a mini PC, bruh. So inside the box, we have some paper right here by Geekom and the mini PC manual that we actually read. So the mini PC doesn't run on batteries. So it includes a power cable and a power brick for it to run. Which then you will have to plug it in into your outlet. Just like a normal PC would, but this one is just 10 times smaller and compact. They also included a 1 meter HDMI cable, which is very nice of them. I don't know if it actually is, but yeah. Basically, you'll be needing a monitor for this to work with. They also included a VESA mount, so you can just attach the mini PC at the back of your monitor, which can save you some space if you don't want your mini PC around your desk. Now let's get back to the mini PC that we haven't touched directly yet. And here it is. The build and design quality is very clean and slick. It kinda resembles of the Mac Mini. It weighs around 1.5 pounds or just 680 grams. So at the front of the mini PC, we have 4 Type A USB ports. And that is a lot for a mini PC, meaning USB hubs are not necessary anymore for this mini PC. We also have right here a 3.5mm headphone jack with the power button beside it. In the left side of this mini PC, we have a noticeable SD card slot and the intake grills. It is the same at the right side of the mini PC, but instead it has a Kensington lock. This can come in handy if you're using this mini PC out in public places. So moving at the back, which has a lot of stuff going on right here. So the grills here at the top is the exhaust where the hot air comes out. The port where you can plug the power adapter, 2 USB 4 ports, 2 HDMI ports, another 2 USB Type A ports, and the dual 2.5 gigabit LAN ports. So yeah, this mini PC has a lot of ports. That is all for the I/O ports of this device, but what about the specs? How strong is this mini PC? This one is equipped with the Intel Core Ultra 9 185H, 16 cores and 22 threads and up to 5.1 GHz clock speed with 32 gigs of 5600 MHz DDR5 RAM, which is upgradable up to 64 gigs. 2 terabytes of SSD storage. This has a Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, Intel Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. It also features an AI accelerated NPU. This mini PC uses an iGPU, which is the Intel Arc graphics. Supports up to 8K display. Can also display multiple screens that is up to 4K. Setting up this mini PC is quite simple and straightforward. Just plug the power, your monitor, and your other peripherals and you're good to go. For a better ventilation, I've decided to place it on top of the monitorizer because I think it will overheat if I put it under the monitorizer. I don't know if that makes sense. Setting up the Windows 11 was pretty straightforward and simple, and after that we were good to go. I went to systems information to check the specifications if it was real, and it was all accurate. I was mind blown. Windows 11 Pro, 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of SSD, all that kind of stuff. After several software downloads and customizations, we can now test the gaming performance of this mini PC. I didn't use OBS to screen capture the gameplays because it can greatly affect the FPS performance as seen right here. These are the games that I've tried with this mini PC and its corresponding timestamp. If you want to skip this and want to see how well it performs with Minecraft, you can just go in this timestamp. But in this timestamp, we are playing Tekken 8. Even without a dedicated graphics card, it still holds up with Tekken 8. This is in custom high settings, running 50 up to 60 FPS with minor stutters here and there, but it is still very playable. But with OBS running in the background, screen capturing the gameplay, it does really affect the performance, so I did not record it in OBS. Dead Cells, one of my favorite games, doesn't really have a problem running it in this mini PC. Since this game doesn't really have you to require a high-spec device, so that is why this mini PC is rocking it with 400 plus FPS. No stutters at all, very smooth, and I think you will really love this game, so I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. And I think I can rush this to the Hand of the King, which is the final boss in this game, so wish me luck guys. I'm currently at 0BC, the easiest mode of the game. Terraria, it locks the FPS at the same as my monitor's frame rate, which is 100Hz or 100 FPS. I haven't really had issues playing Terraria even in my laptop, so this mini PC is still rocking it, no FPS drops whatsoever, and that is pretty good. I haven't really played this game, so I don't know if I stutter in some places of the game or building, I don't know. So yeah, Valorant with the highest graphics possible is rocking in 250 FPS. This game is also really not that demanding for system and hardware requirements, that is why the mini PC is not struggling. 200 plus FPS on the highest graphics is really good on a mini PC. All I need left is a very good internet speed. League of Legends at the highest graphics runs about 200 plus FPS. It kinda performs the same as Valorant because maybe they have the same creator, I don't know bruh. But the FPS did drop up to 150ish, but it is still pretty smooth. So both Riot games did run pretty well on this mini PC. I don't know what the heck this Ashe is doing at the enemy jungle's red buff. Bruh. You are a Minecraft veteran if you skip the other gameplays and went to this timestamp. You are a legend. Now let's see how well this mini PC can handle Minecraft without mods. So I'm using the latest release 1.21 pure vanilla Minecraft, where they say it gets laggier every update. So we are using the normal Minecraft settings, 12 chunks, but we have set it to VSync off and unlimited FPS to see how much FPS we can get in Minecraft. As you can see earlier, we have peaked to 220 FPS without mods. This is very impressive. Remember that Minecraft is not an optimized game by default, so we need these performance mods to boost the game's performance or FPS. But having 200 FPS in a mini PC in this small form factor of a lunchbox is very impressive. If you're just a casual player, I don't think you'll be needing to put some performance mods to boost your game because 200 FPS right off the bat is quite bonkers considering this is Minecraft Java Edition, the edition of Minecraft where it is so laggy after 1.18 updates. Now let's crank it up to 32 chunks and see how it performs. So we are running at 30 to 50 FPS in 32 chunks. With no mods, no whatsoever, just pure vanilla, and I think it is still quite impressive. It is still a bit playable but not as much as the 12 chunks one, sacrificing your FPS performance for the extra render distance. So I think you'll just need to balance it out. Now finally, let's add some performance mods. Sodium, Indium, everything. Well, those are only the names of the mods that I can remember. We are running at 400 FPS at 12 chunks, so we have basically doubled our FPS. In the vanilla version, we have only peaked up to 200 FPS, while in this one, we have peaked up to 400, both at normal settings, 12 chunks, VSync off, and unlimited FPS on. So if you're a Minecraft player like me, you should have these performance mods installed, otherwise you're not getting much that FPS. Simply because Minecraft is poorly optimized in the game stuff. Let's crank it up to 32 chunks, and it's running up to 120 FPS. And I think that is still quite impressive. 120 FPS at 32 chunks, what can go wrong? In a form factor of a lunchbox. This is far more stronger than my current laptop. But can it run shaders on an integrated graphics? Absolutely, yeah. We're running at 80 FPS and medium shader settings. That is pretty cool. It is at 12 chunks, so the more of the chunks, the more of the lag. So we're squeezing every bit of the iGPU for the shaders and it still looks pretty stable. 80 FPS with shaders in Minecraft is very playable in my opinion, so yeah. You really just can't complain that you're running shaders in this form factor and it is not stuttering. And this is on integrated graphics. Pretty impressive stuff. I set the shader profile in Ultra and we're now at 50 FPS. The integrated graphics of this mini PC is just really handling it. It is still quite playable, minor stutters here and there, and still, I'm impressed. If you're not capturing your gameplays through OBS, then you'll just be fine. So, can this mini PC run Minecraft? Yes, absolutely. So after all of this, we're gonna be trying it on Bedrock Edition, the version of the game where significantly has more players, because Minecraft Bedrock Edition is cross-platform. This is the version of Minecraft that I grew up playing with. 50 chunks is the recommended render distance in this mini PC, which runs about 40 FPS. The maximum render distance that can be set is up to 96 chunks, which is very insane, which can run up to 25 FPS, which is very understandable considering it's so high. Even setting it in 24 chunks gets us only about 60-ish FPS. That is pretty low considering that we have a higher recommended render distance which is up to 50, and I don't know what is happening with Bedrock Edition, man. I'm also editing this video in this mini PC. I'm editing it at a full resolution and it doesn't stutter at all. Navigating through the timeline doesn't stutter or freeze randomly, so video editing in this mini PC is very efficient. So that is basically it for the Geekom GT1 Mega. In this small form factor, it is a complete powerhouse. So what are my thoughts in this mini PC by Geekom? It can do a bit of gaming and excels more in productivity like video editing. For a mini PC, this one is really powerful. A powerful PC that is compressed to a small form factor, which can save you tons of space. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.